making an impact on others.
Definitely.
But by showing them.
Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna lead by example, then I'm gonna tell you about it. Like, look, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Unfortunately, you could yell it off of the mountaintops.
Yeah.
And people still won't understand it. Simply because, who are you?
Right.
Marcellus, who are you? Who are you to tell me what to do?
Right.
Who are you, Pedro? Really? You do all this stuff? Are you really happy? Because it looks like, and it seems like,
Oh yeah.
you know, it's always the same thing, so it's bullshit. So you gotta do what you gotta do and make them look, make them do the double take. Like, oh shit, damn, I didn't realize that. Ain't that the worst feeling? When you spoke shit, excuse my language, when you talked crap and then it came back that they proved you wrong. And it sucks when you have to do that double take, like, oh man, I was wrong. I was wrong. Give me a second, I'll get that chair.
Do it for them, make it look at them.
Huh?
Nah, it's just a song.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. You can do it, or claim you're gonna do it, and then just get squashed in the head.
He said, you know what I learned a long time ago? You just gotta do it.
You just gotta do it. That's
You
how
can't
you
even
do
tell
it.
them what you're gonna do.
No.
Your playbook, man.
Shit. I say it like this though. Whenever I'm working with people, I like telling them the playbook. Because,
Oh yeah, working with, oh yeah, no doubt.
right? Like,
You gotta be on the same page.
working with people, I just like having the open book and having it basically like, all right, there's no secrets here. If you don't want to do business no more, let's get that out to the surface. We don't have to be assholes to each other. We don't have to hate each other.
Right.
It's just, what the shit? Next one turns over. Let's just figure out how can we both make out even or close to it, and then move on. And why can't it be that way? Why do you have to constantly have those people that have those judgmental, you know, faces and postures?
Yeah.
You know, you walk into the room, you may have an issue with them, and you don't want any issue in return,
Right.
but you still get that, you know, that like that shit face.
Yeah.
And you're saying, why? Why do you have to even upset yourself by doing that? Like, you're just putting more misery on yourself. I've learned to just ignore those people and just you know, not deal with them at all. You know, just move aside, because in return, when they see me working, they always turn their heads and then they're just like, oh man, you know what, you're doing a good thing, you're doing a good thing. It's like, yeah, I know I'm doing a good thing. I didn't need you to tell me that. It's like, you want to come along? Well, come on. You know? No, okay, well, I'll see you later. You know, that confidence, yeah, what your uncle said, that's exactly it. You know where I learned it? Hold up. Some corny stuff. Remember yesterday, Moana? All right, for those of you guys listening, yesterday me and Marcellus were having a conversation, and we were ending the conversation, and somehow I was on waves and tides and, you know, just the ocean, and I made the reference towards Moana, you know, just getting over the reef. You just have to get over the reef. And we kind of lost our minds, but no, oh man, hopefully I didn't lose my mindset here. What movie was I just gonna say? No, I lost it.
We were like, yo, we were watching Moana. Yeah, you remember yesterday, and then
Oh, jeez, I
wave
can't.
after wave. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where you was going.
Yeah, man, there was something I was gonna reference to. Anyways, we'll
You
pull
said
it back.
something about the uncle.
Yeah, the uncle. Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. Well, thank you, Marcel. Basically, where I figured it out, corny enough, was a Nickelodeon show. It was iCarly. It was not iCarly. It was Hey Jesse, whatever. My daughter. I'm watching it with my daughter. It's like 8:30 at night. She's getting ready to go to sleep, and the show is on, and I'm watching it. I'm just like, this is such a stupid show. You know, it is what it is. The little girl's watching it, and then the chick was doing her. She was performing for the class, and the teacher kept on failing her. And basically, you know, she would do the performance that everyone had done when they entered the class, and then you can't be in the class without finishing the performance or getting the okay from the director. But she does a performance, she's like, how was it? You failed. Why did I fail? Well, you just failed. You gotta figure it out. Till next time. She goes and does it again. Boom, she does it real stylish and everything. How was it? Nope, you failed. What do you mean I failed? I just did everything. She goes and does it one more time. Boom, she fails. And she's like, what the, you know, like, what's going on here? Well, it comes out, he says, don't ever ask for anyone's opinion. Because once you ask, that means you're not even comfortable with it.
Right.
Like, and from a small television show, a kid's show, I figured it out. Where it was like, oh yeah, I'm asking for like too many permissions. Yeah. I'm saying, hold up, do you like my work? I could have went with this. No, that's the finished piece. That is what it is. Any more after that, we're going to ruin it.
And it's yours, you know what I mean? That's pure, it's genuine. Like something like that, bro. Like that. Like my grandfather, I was talking to him one day. I had just done I did my testimony on the radio, right? Okay. I did like a first day, boom, did it. I was like, yo, how was that? How was that, right? Yeah. He was like, why are you asking me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's from God, if that's what He wanted you to say, then that was supposed to be said. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. And you just have to do the work, and in return, have that faith that everything's going to work out. You know, you don't leap, or you don't ask, you know, to get the stuff, the presents before the holiday. You get me? You always know that the presents are going to show up.
You do the little things day after day, day in and out, and then eventually 5 years later, they're like, yo, how did you get to where you're at? How are you so good? Like, because I did it every day. Like, when you graduate, say you graduate from school, or you get that collected, it finally buys your work. That's like, the success isn't a destination, you know what I mean? It's a journey. So those days when you didn't want to paint and you painted, you know what I'm saying? Those days you didn't want to sketch but you sketched, that's a success every time, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm happy you get that. Because you see dudes just wanting to stunt. You see everybody just wanting to be cool. I've learned how to not be cool anymore. Now I'm trying to turn it back on because I've been doing more reading and I got to work on my public relations. But for the most part, it's like, I don't care about being cool. And when you have that mindset out of your head, like, just walk in and do whatever the hell you want to feel cool or feel dorky, I'll stop and just stop a person with some stupid shit. You get me? And it's just, I don't care. You get me? I'm there. Hey guys, I'm here. Congratulations. I'm going to mess up this room, but in a good way. You get me? Whenever I see people upset, I get into stupid mode, into silly mode. Right. You know, I'll throw out the jazz hands if I have to, because you gotta confuse them. You get me?
Yo, when you said mess up the room, right? That brought something to mind. Like,
go ahead.
What are we actually doing as people? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you would have died tomorrow, who would miss you? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Like, in your community, if you moved to another state or something tomorrow, would they even know you left?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Our lives are so mild. I think the stat is. The reason why we need to produce it. I think the stat is 90% of all living things have already died. 90%, so that means 10%. We're the 10% that's living out of everything that's ever lived in the past. All of that stuff has died off.
Right.
Like, we're just a speck. Why not? Why not try your everything? You know, the thing that gets me, I hear like the pyramids and stuff, and I like conspiracies, but I don't really get into them anymore. I've kind of grown and just passed them, you know, because they are a waste of time, you know, like everything else. But I don't think it was aliens. I don't think it was anything amazing. I think it was you, it was me, and thousands of copies of us, in the sense of collective thinking. Right. You know, when you're playing ball and you're playing with the dudes that all play the same game as you every single day, and you just have that rhythm, and you just They didn't have no CD players or CD players. They didn't have no phones, no tablets, no TV, no cars or anything to be distracted. You get me? They some evidence are showing that they kind of wanted to build it all together. So imagine if we were all making an album, you and 20 other dudes just like me. How fast could we get to Drake? If we were hungry like us, where it was just like, all right, we'll check the music. Well, yo, does this work better? I don't know, guys. Does this work better where it seems?
Say, hey man,
it seems.
And you had
one
of these.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah,
it's exactly that. But I'm saying you could do it with anything. You could recreate the Yankees if you had all those ball players that really just want to play ball.
Right.
You know, that's the issue with the schools. The schools, they spread us up. If I really wanted to be a doctor, there was no way in my past that I could make it to a doctor because I never had the money to go to the good school to become a doctor. And if I did, I'd still be working in the process of the beginning stuff.
Yeah.
You get me? It's just not made for my culture, my situation. You know, that's just, some people get the 2 aces in life, and other people get the 3s and the 4s. You get me? I may have had a 3 and a 4, but I'm working that bitch up to a 10 right now. That's what I'm saying. But we all have to realize that it's our mindset, it's our attitude, and that no matter what, you have to be gangster about it in the kindness and most moral way. You have to sit down and just do the work, do the effort. Because no one's going to care about you. Yesterday, what did I tell you? It was there are no bunk bed coffins. You know, I know that's an old saying right there. But
everyone has their own, you know, like we may come together or whatever, but everybody has their set path that they're supposed to follow.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And if, like, why would you not want to reach that? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I'm sure everybody has something that they want to do. Like, what is holding them back, though? You know what I mean? What is holding you back from getting everything you ever wanted out of life?
I don't know.
What do you even want out of life?
See, a lot of people don't even know what they want out of life. And I think that's part of it. I think it's the not knowing the unknown. You get me? There's a lot of us, before you had this motion, you were just cool with just doing whatever. I was just cool with doing whatever. It was just like, man, it's just another day. You know, we're given our days, and I may not be here tomorrow, but it's whatever.
Right.
And then
I feel like for me, like back before I was, like, when I was lost in the sauce or whatever.
Sure.
I lost in the sauce. Facts, bro. Like, so when I had that, like, something in me was like, I felt like I was meant for way much more than I was doing, but I was still doing. You know what I mean? I was still doing, like you said, no problem, do this, go here, party, high five with friends, not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's crazy.
When I had my turnover, it was just like, you know, it was the triumph from return. You know, stuff had happened, usually the case. Some type of traumatic event happens, and then you kind of get, you know, the 180. You know, whatever happens, that instant, 10 years of building this one person has just, ding, that cake is ready. This is the cake you have. Who are you going to feed it to? Okay? Now you start realizing, oh man, I've been baking a cake my whole life.
Right.
And I see all my ingredients aren't that good.
Right.
So you go back and you already know how to bake a cake because you've been doing it all your life. So you go and you start adding a little bit of this, a little bit more reading, a little bit more social events, a little bit more of that, and just character building. And you start making this masterful cake that everybody wants a piece of.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I tell you, one of the main ingredients though is your purpose.
Oh yeah.
That was huge for me, like, cause I always had a lot of energy, a lot of ambition, but I was putting it in all the wrong places. I had no mission, I had no goals, I had no focus whatsoever. So it was just like sporadic. And everybody, I feel like for me too, it was like I was doing a lot, but I wasn't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Just all busy, like busy work. What is that? You know
yeah. Why stay focused on the nonsense stuff? You know, that's the whole warehouse thing. Just running through a warehouse. Every day the same.
I couldn't do that.
The same thing every day.
You gotta come to a point where it's like, yo, man, what am I doing?
And then you get upset because you're like, why do I feel different? Why can't I do it? You're like, you're not trying to be difficult, but you shut down and you're like, okay, I just can't move. I can't move. I can't do it.
Right.
Please, no one come around me. No one try to pick me up right now. I just can't do it. I'm not gonna do it.
And then, like, bro, and like the process, like you, like that's really, really important. Because like people think like you could just like that microwave, like mentality, like I want it now.
Yeah.
Like you'll have a deep talk like this, and then wake up tomorrow like, yo, I'm changed, everything is good.
Right.
Yo, and then be upset when it doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to stay motivated, and you got to realize it's the small stuff, it's the tiny stuff. Every morning, a little bit earlier. That's what's gonna get you. Every afternoon, a little bit more drawing, like you said. That's what's gonna get you. It's not, oh, I got it, now I figured it out. I'm gonna run with this plan as fast as I can. And if it doesn't work, the world is just terrible. It's just terrible.
Yo,
you know?
I always write my day plan and everything in pencil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have to.
Write it in pencil, bro. You know?
I write it in pen. I just got a new book, man. I just did it yesterday. My day plan is down to every hour, bro. You have to. To every hour, you have to, man. Because, what was it? It was Eric Thomas, the motivational speaker. Yeah, you like that dude? Yeah. He has a great voice. But he had mentioned about the 24 hours. Everybody has 24 hours.
Yeah.
We all have 24 hours. What are you doing with your 24 hours? If you are lollygagging, if you are claiming that you want to do something and just feeding it up and mentally making it into a master plan, but that's all you're doing, then, like I said yesterday, it's mental masturbation. I heard it from a good friend. Mental masturbation, you're just beating off. You're essentially beating off. You're just making yourself feel good.
Right.
We want to live the dream, but nobody wants to live the journey.
Right.
You know?
Yo, I was
journey's the best part. You know that.
Absolutely. And then because one day we're gonna be old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we're lucky, that's all we'll have is our memories. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, but yo, like that goes to that brought up another thought for me. Like the law of magnetism. Like I was reading this book called The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. He was a preacher. Well, I think he still does like public speaking. He's a preacher and stuff. He's an awesome dude. And he said that in the law of magnetism, you attract what you are, not what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so, and then like that goes to like as a leader. If you turn around and nobody's following you, you're not a leader.
Good luck, bro.
Come on now.
That's not the truth. That's the same thing with our past. You know, we want to pay too much attention on our past and on our future, but we need to pay attention to the present. What's happening right now? Because at the end of the day, we're not what our past is. We're what we are right now.
Right.
You get me? I always said you can't trust an honest man. I'm an honest man. You can't trust me in the sense that I'm always going to do the honest thing, the moral thing, because I already have the mindset to come back. You get me? If I see that my team needs to lose for whatever reason, I'm going to bring it upon my team members, let them know, be honest about the situation, try to reason with everybody, and do what I have to do. At the most, never had to do it to that dramatic of a scene. But I've had the family members, I've had the friends where it's like, well, no, dude, you're wrong. You're just wrong. I don't know what you want me to say. You got messed up, and you wanted me to jump in over the case, or you wanted me to step in to have your back for this, or you wanted me to defend you. No, I'm not doing that. You were wrong.
Facts. Something I ran into like growing up and stuff like that is like, I was a ringleader and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but like the guys that I was hanging out with that are around me, right? They got like dependable, and I'm sitting, I'm trying to raise myself into a grown man. I can't raise 3 grown men. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, like that is too much, bro. Everybody has their own burdens. You know what I mean? So that's why it's like super important for everybody to like work together in order to evolve, you know?
Yes.
In the inner circle, that's mad important, bro.
When you really think about it, us humans, we want to be alone in a sense. We want to be that Superman,
right?
And we want everybody to see us save the day.
But
the sad part is when we're by ourselves completely. Castaway movie, Castaway. When we do the Castaway thing, we're trying everything to get over that reef.
Right.
You get me? Like we're trying everything to make it back to the mainland to see other people. there is an automatic magnetism there. Yeah, we want to be the heroes, but I think we've been wrong for so long.
Right.
We need to raise our heroes right next to us too.
You want to hear something crazy? I have a story that's like story of my life. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
all right,
I'm sure it's like the story of a lot of people.
This is
bro.
what sells the art, bro.
So check this out. So the Superman syndrome thing, right?
Okay.
When I was younger, like growing up, my mom's like, you know, I grew up in a single mother household. You know what I mean? Dirt bags, stuff like that. And I'm not gonna get into details because it's not important. Yeah. So. But with that, I was like, yo, I want to be the man my mother never had. I want to provide for my family. I want to do this, right? I want to put the whole world on my back because I can do that. You know what I mean?
You could do that.
Right? So that's how it started. And then I took I took that and that warped into this, like, this weird sense of, like I was the man, but I was doing it for all the wrong reasons now. It started off like, yeah, I want to do it for mom. Then I was like, yo, now I want this car. I want this. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, what are you really doing it for? It's like you lose sight of what you're actually fighting for sometimes. Which is like something that I'm learning a lot recently, like that I've been really on, is like really checking yourself. You know what I mean? Like just self-evaluation and like growth every day. You know what I mean? But now, I don't even look at it as like, yo, I still have that thought, like, I want to put on for the family, but it's in a sense like we were talking about earlier, like you have to take care of yourself first, you know what I mean? And then you pay it forward, and then it's like,
it's the only way it works, you get me?
Bro.
You can't expect to win the race with an old school whip, you get me? You're not going to win it with the '96 Toyota hatchback.